Have you ever met someone who somehow turns everything into a tragedy? They spill coffee. My life is ruined. Their friend doesn't reply for 10 minutes. Everyone abandons me. They face a tiny inconvenience. Why does this always happen to me? It's like they're the main character of a never-ending emotional soap opera. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about why people love being the victim, even when they don't admit it. And trust me, the psychology behind this will surprise you. Hook. People don't enjoy suffering. They enjoy what being the victim gives them: attention, protection, excuses, and emotional shortcuts. Victimhood is rarely about pain. It's about identity. Let's break it all down. Reason 1. Being the victim brings instant validation. Let's be honest. When someone says, "I'm struggling," the world suddenly becomes nicer. People comfort you, people support you, people check on you, people excuse your behavior, people give you emotional warmth. For some, this is the only time they feel seen. Victimhood becomes a strategy to get the care they never learned to ask for directly. It's not manipulation, it's emotional survival. Reason 2. Being the victim removes responsibility. If you were the victim, you can say, "Not my fault. I can't help it. This happened to me. I didn't choose this. I'm not responsible for the outcome." Suddenly, you don't have to change. You don't have to grow. You don't have to face your mistakes. You don't have to put in effort. Victimhood becomes the perfect hiding place from accountability. Because if life is always unfair to you, you never have to take charge. Reason 3. The victim role protects the ego. Admitting, "I messed up, I made a bad choice, I could have done better," is painful. But saying, "This only happened because of them," is much easier. Victimhood protects people from guilt, shame, and self-criticism. It's emotional bubble wrap. The brain loves it because it's comforting. Reason 4. It gives people a sense of identity and importance. Some people don't know who they are without their struggles. Their story becomes, "I'm the person who's always hurt. I'm the unlucky one. I'm the one who's misunderstood. I'm the one who gets betrayed." Pain becomes part of their personality. Victimhood gives them identity, and identity gives them stability. If you remove the victim narrative, they feel empty. Reason 5. Victimhood gives people power, a hidden kind of power. This is the part nobody talks about. Victimhood can be a form of control. When someone uses guilt, hurt, or emotional fragility, they can influence others without being aggressive. Think of sentences like, "You made me feel this way. You hurt me. I guess I don't matter." Suddenly, the other person feels guilty and becomes more careful, more giving, more apologetic. Victimhood becomes emotional leverage. Not always intentionally, but very effectively. Reason 6. The brain gets addicted to the emotional drama. Victimhood comes with sympathy, attention, comfort, dramatic storytelling, emotional intensity, identity. These emotional spikes release dopamine, the brain's reward chemical. So every time someone plays the victim, their brain gets a reward. And the brain loves rewards. So it says, "Let's do that again." Victimhood becomes an emotional habit. Reason 7. Being the victim avoids the fear of failure. If you try and fail, you blame yourself. If you don't try because life is unfair, you stay safe. People use victimhood to protect themselves from rejection, competition, responsibility, growth, risk. Example: "I didn't get the job because they don't like me." Not because you didn't prepare. "I can't meet new people. Everyone leaves." Not because you don't try. Victimhood becomes a shield against failure. Reason 8. People confuse attention with connection. Many people grew up without emotional closeness. They only received attention when something was wrong. So their brain learned, if I'm hurting, people care. So pain becomes the path to love. Victimhood becomes a communication style. Reason 9. Victimhood can be comfortable. Not happy, not healthy, but comfortable. There's no pressure to change, no challenge to face, no responsibility to carry, just emotional safety in familiar suffering. Because for many, pain that is familiar feels safer than peace that is unfamiliar. Reason 10. Victimhood protects people from vulnerability. If you're always the one being hurt, you never have to open up, trust fully, admit your flaws, take emotional risks, be emotionally naked. The victim position feels safe because being the weak one means no one can expect more from you. It's a fortress disguised as fragility. So what's the real truth? People don't love the pain, they love the benefits that come with the victim role. Attention, comfort, validation, emotional protection, identity, safety, avoidance of responsibility, freedom from self-blame, emotional leverage. Victimhood is a psychological armor. But here's the twist. It also becomes a prison. Because when you stay the victim too long, you lose the power to make decisions, transform your life, grow, heal, build confidence, take control, break patterns, create happiness. Victimhood gives temporary comfort, but steals long-term potential. People love being the victim because it feels safe. People stop being the victim when they realize safety is not the same as freedom.